A new U.S. military drone concept from DARPA, cyborg cockroaches, a robot that learned to walk on a drawn map, a humanoid Ameca that gained coherent speech, invisible skin for industrial robots, and other high-tech news in today's one episode. Let's go!
This video is sponsored by Brilliant. Brilliant is an educational platform in which more than 10 million people have already excelled in math and science for lifelong learners of any age. Brilliant replaces lecture videos with hands-on interactive problem solving. It's a better and more fun way to learn. Who is the training program from Brilliant suitable for? Absolutely all people from 10 to 110 years old who strive to learn and acquire new skills. Master essential skills. Build confidence with hands-on learning. You'll get to see concepts visually, interact with key ideas, and solve challenging problems that get you to really think. Studying at Brilliant helps you move up the career ladder, update your mathematical foundations, improve results at school and university. Brilliant gets you hands-on with key concepts in math as well as science and computer science. You'll solve fun problems while building a foundation for further exploration. You can study both on the website and in the Brilliant app. More than 70 courses included in this learning platform. To sign up, go to brilliant.org/prorobots and register for free. Also, the first 200 people who click this link will get 20% off a year's premium subscription. Brilliant is an excellent assistant in training.
A video of a military drone concept developed by DARPA within the ANCILLARY program has appeared on the web. The aim of the project is to create and demonstrate in flight the essential technologies necessary for breakthroughs in the field of vertical takeoff and landing. The requirement for the vehicles in the program is strict, low mass with a large lifting force and range. The drone must be able to take off from a ship or a small ground area in all weather conditions without special launching equipment. ANCILLARY is designed to combine the latest advances in compact propulsion systems, high-capacity and lightweight batteries, fuel cells, materials, electronics, and low-cost additive manufacturing. Engineers from the University of Michigan taught the robot to navigate a map. The map is printed on paper, but the route is drawn by hand. This picture is shown to the robot and it has to get to its destination on its own. In the video, Cassie looks at the map, locates it in OpenStreetMap, transforms the drawn path into the global map coordinates, identifies terrain types such as roads, lawns, and sidewalks, and then sets off to meet adventurers while avoiding obstacles. Not bad. I think it deserves some kudos in our video. Normally, robot skins are created to give a certain aesthetic to humanoid hardware and sometimes for functionality. But the University of Hong Kong's Robotic and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory has given it an entirely different meaning. Engineers have developed an invisible skin for industrial manipulators that helps them sense approaching humans and foreign objects so they can stop in time to avoid hurting anyone. Preventing collisions is a complex task and usually requiring a large number of sensors on the surface of the manipulator and computing power. A new invention embedded in a robot arm can cover a large area without multiple sensors. The technology relies on 5 non-contact capacity sensors and specially designed antennas. It can be installed on any arm and in my opinion, it's a very useful invention. Tesla once again is suing for the rights to call its cars unmanned. Only recently ended with a court victory for Elon Musk, initiated by the German antitrust agency as a similar lawsuit was filed by the California Department of Motor Vehicles. The essence of the charge is false and misleading names. Since Tesla auto owners are required by regulation to control the movement of their vehicle, it's misleading to use the terms autopilot and self-driving in reference to their vehicle assistance type. If Tesla loses this case, it could lose its license for unmanned features. And at least it will have to tell users more convincingly about the system's real capabilities so they don't fall asleep at the wheel. In 1977, 45 years ago, NASA launched 2 Voyager probes in August and September, which became the agency's longest-running mission and the only spacecraft to ever explore interstellar space. In the 2 decades since the launch, the probes have explored the planets of the solar system, giving us close views of the gas giants Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now that they've reached distances scientists couldn't even think of, keeping them running is much more difficult. Voyager 1 is now about 23.5 billion kilometers away, and engineers were recently able to fix it. Since May of this year, the probe has been sending garbled information from its altitude control system, which provides the direction of the antenna to Earth. By switching the way it sends data from Voyager 1, the problem has now been fixed. And while all is not quite well on Voyager 2 either, the 2 space travelers continue to record and analyze the strange and surprising events they're experiencing in the incredible depths of space. We're expected to be hearing from them years from now. The Robotics Pro channel has been following the Voyager's flight, and we did an in-depth issue on how they managed to build vehicles that are still working today back in the 1970s, and you can find that episode right here in the link. Engineers at Createk labs in Canada taught a drone to land on roofs with a 60-degree angle from the summer. Friction shock absorbers and the use of reversible thrust helped the drone to not only bounce but flip. And this despite the fact that the drone practically did not reduce speed and landed at almost 3 meters per second. The chassis with DC micro motors was designed based on data modeling and printed on a 3D printer. The shock absorbers slow down the drone's aerodynamics enough to successfully reverse thrust. And they also promote constant contact between the drone's legs and the ground. This ability can be used for reloading surveillance or emergency landings. In the future, the team is going to teach the drone to land on boats during a storm, icebergs, and fast-moving vehicles. The latter, though, has long been done. Researchers from Riken showed the remote-controlled cockroach cyborgs that are now powered by solar energy. The Riken cyborgs are equipped with an electronic unit that includes lithium polymer batteries, a wireless receiver, and a module that controls the insect's legs, housed in a 3D printed backpack. The researchers connected the unit to an organic solar cell module mounted on the roach's belly. This ultra-thin film was only 1/4,000th of a millimeter thick, making them light enough for the insects to carry. The solar cells charge for 30 minutes, and after which they provide 2 hours of operation and for electronics. This is already quite applicable to real-world tasks, such as searching for people in buildings destroyed by the elements. The creators of Ameca Robot keep adding new features to the robot. Recently, they taught it to copy human facial expressions, and now it can communicate using GPT-3, a natural language processing algorithm from OpenAI. But now Ameca can generate meaningful responses, and by synchronizing its lip movements with the words it utters. But so far, the robot reacts slightly slowed down, and engineers say that this is a time lag for processing speech input, generating a response, and reverse conversation of the text-to-speech. We all remember that at CES 2022, Ameca communicated with visitors, which greatly impressed everyone, but then it was a simulation of speech, as the answers were given by the engineer behind the scenes. But what should we expect next from engineering arts engineers? Well, maybe they'll teach him to cuss or drink. What abilities do you expect from Ameca? Let us know down below. Nanyang Technological University has unveiled a robot that chases people to keep them from falling. The prototype Mobile Robotics Balance Assistance, or MRBA, device consists of a wheeled base and battery, as well as a soft trap that fits over the user's hips. As the user moves, the MBRA follows him and records his movement with a depth-sensing camera and other sensors. If the robot reads control movements that lead to a loss of balance, it stops and holds the person down. The robot also identifies intentional movements, such as those associated with sitting, standing, and standing still. In all cases, it helps according to the task at hand. The machine will come in handy in rehabilitation facilities and just elderly people with disabilities. Korean engineer Dongwon Song shared on YouTube a video of the work he did for Samsung Research. The robot can not only recognize and sort objects, but also by trial and error can learn to pick up objects of different shapes. A very useful invention for creative people and parents with many children, don't you agree? And after all, a completely useless robot, or even a little harmful if you eat it whole. The founder of pastry schools in Las Vegas, Ameca, decided to keep up with the robot trend and made a manipulator more than a meter high entirely out of chocolate. Hey, give this video a like if you enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe to the channel and our Instagram page. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any new episodes from the world of high tech. There are many more interesting things on the horizon coming to you.